Hello everybody, welcome to a soaking wet velodrome for Marseille against Napoli here in the Westie TV Charity Cup. It's the second leg, and well, 2 weeks ago a Francois Colou volley sent Marseille 1-0 up in the tie. Napoli come chasing as the club from southern France host another Charity Cup night. Here we are then, Marseille, well, king to the crop, you might say. Pierre-Emile Højbjerg takes the captain's armband again. Roberto Di Zerbi doesn't make any big choices. Eric Mrevier in goal, Medina, Corto, Pavard, Murillo in the back four. Højbjerg, Gomez, Majewski, Guri, Weah in the midfield, and Francois Colou up front for Marseille. Well, you might feel the happiness around the place. A 1-0 lead, there's comfort. But Marseille will still feel the pressure of Napoli, the Italian champions from last season, and they've been known to get draws, especially at home, but their away form is a bit worrying at the minute. In the league, they are amongst the top four, but Antonio Conte has picked Giovanni Di Lorenzo as his captain again. Keep an eye for Spinazzola tonight as well. Jesus, Ramani, Di Lorenzo and Merit in goal. Laboca in the midfield with McTominay, De Bruyne, Zamba, Anguissa and Politano joining him. Højlund up front once again. Lukaku on the bench once more. And well, Francois Colou has been the man for Marseille so far in this Charity Cup. A goal against Celtic, a goal against Napoli last time out too. And well, he's been amongst it all really. Here's Angel Gomez. Murillo. Played forward to Timothy Weah. Weah knocked out and, well, Juan Jesus opted nearly for a corner. Napoli on the ball now. We haven't really seen many goals so far, but remember every goal and clean sheet in this competition contributes to 25 pence to our charity partner Mind. One thing we forgot to mention in the first leg record. But please go and donate what you can. justgiving.com/page/WestieTV for Mind. You can find out more using the link in the description below about Mind and its fantastic bit of work. Stanislav Lobotka now on the ball. Juan Jesus. Marseille really pressing the defensive Napoli. And Angel Gomez reaps the rewards. Benjamin Pavard. Oh yes, keep an eye out for Colou tonight. He's going to be a key. A goal after the first leg, of course. He was tipped for even more goals throughout this competition. Remember, Club Atletico de Madrid or Paris Saint-Germain are waiting in the quarter-final. We'll find out tomorrow. Don't miss that. Here's Colou and trying to find Timothy Weah, but blocked off by Spinazzola. Juan Jesus played forward to Kevin De Bruyne. Murillo knocks it out for a Napoli throw. Juan Jesus. Stanislav Lobotka. Anguissa. Taking it wide for Napoli. Was Napoli in their all black and blue kit tonight? It looks a bit like a bruise, but it's preventing the colour clashes, and of course wanting to use their away kit for the First time this season. And Francois Collou picking up off Spinazzola. And now on the move for Marseille. Timothy Weah. Weah! Good save by Alex Meret. Came to collect and came to collect it well. Ramani. Di Lorenzo back to Alex Meret. Here's Timothy Weah. Or Timothy Weah again. Good work. Trying to find Amin Guri. Mievski. Oh! Meret let it run and, well, had to be cleared away by Di Lorenzo. Napoli feeling the pressure, maybe. It's mainly their midfielders not trying to... It's hard to get the positions forward for them. Here's Collou. Wide out to Pierre-Emile Højbjerg again. Politano. I mean, Conte sets up his teams quite defensively and counter-attacks quite nicely too. Spinazzola. McTominay's there. When Jesus is dispossessed, and now Timothy Weah's on the run. Here's Francois Collou. Collou sends it down, and Murray almost there again for Napoli. So close. And well, at the half-time break, Napoli have been on the back foot. It hasn't been good at all for the Italian side. They felt good, but remember, one goal will take it to extra time. But at the half-time break, Marseille 1-0 up on aggregate, but 0-0 in the game. Napoli 0. Hello then, welcome back to a rainy Marseille, and the second half of this thrilling fixture has been kicked off and underway by Rasmus Højlund. And here's Politano whipping the ball in. De Bruyne! Well, they came out fighting, and they have already. Eric Merevier with a good save. Well, Napoli did have chances in that first leg. Of course, they had a couple of really good ones. Lobotka and Højlund, of course. And Collou heads it down for Højbjerg. Knocks forward. Kevin De Bruyne. Remember that the last time, it's the first time these two sides have met on Westie TV, but, well, Marseille and their other counterpart Atletico could meet in the round of 16, and that ended brilliantly for Marseille. I think it was, I can't remember how much they won though. I remember they met in the opening group fixtures. And they did. It was a 1-0 win on match day 3 for Marseille. Here's Angel Gomez again. The Englishman. He hasn't really been around the England squad very much, but many people were tipping him to be. Of course, when Lee Carsley took over as his interim period after the European Championships, Angel was part of the... Angel Gomez was part of the squad for a bit. A big reward to get some England call-ups when the opportunity arose. Here's Kevin De Bruyne. McTominay and Højlund in support. Scott McTominay tried the cross and it was poor from the Scotsman. 20 minutes, just over 20 minutes now left to play here in Marseille. I'll tell you what, the weather hasn't really lived up to French Riviera weather tonight. Played out of play by Angel Gomez, and now we're going to get some substitutions. Matt O'Reilly comes on for Timothy Weah. Rasmus Højlund comes off for Romelu Lukaku, with Napoli in search of a goal. Of course, Matt O'Reilly came in from Brighton in the summer. Oh, and Kolu. And a handball. And ooh, I don't know if this is a free kick. It isn't a free kick for Napoli, sorry. Looked like it came off Kolu's arm, which is a bit unfortunate for the French striker. The Réunionese man. He's living a life now in Paris. He's enjoying himself very, very much on his international breaks, and comes to Marseille for his matches. An incredible talent for the French national team ahead of their World Cup in 2026. Kevin De Bruyne forward to Samba Anguissa. McTominay whipped in by McTominay, headed clear by Facundo Medina. Another substitution now. Pacquiao coming off for Amin Guri. Oh, coming on, sorry. And Pacquiao, the Brazilian, scored twice against Ajax in the Champions League in match day 2 of the league phase. And Gisa and Medina. Oh, that's fine margins by the Di Lorenzo. Deft touch down by Giovanni Di Lorenzo. Gerd coming on for Murillo. Big changes by De Zerbi here. Samba Anguissa. Matteo Politano on the right. Højbjerg picks it up and clears. Well, this would be another round of 16 tie with just a 1-0 scoreline on aggregate. The goals haven't really been free-flowing, as you might say, but this might change things. Matt O'Reilly on the ball. Romani. Juan Jesus. Napoli playing it around the back and looking to build. Spinazzola. Here's Lukaku. Lukaku running free. Kevin De Bruyne. He's going to cross it in. He's going to cross it in now. And that's it. All over for Napoli. Marseille triumph at the Velodrome, and they will play in the quarterfinals of the Charity Cup. Another big quarterfinal for Marseille. But Napoli, the Italian champions, go home. It's been a mixed tournament for them, but Marseille keep up the unbeaten streak, winning again. 0-0 here at full time at the Velodrome. Marseille through to the quarterfinals of the Westie TV Charity Cup.